It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cardinals and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Jags, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Palmer to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The numbers for Fitzgerald from last week. 7 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. There you go, play action with Palmer. He's got Smith here, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Let's do this.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Back to throw here. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They start the drive with Anderson. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Fielded at about the 28.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out, He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Uses the stiff arm, and he'll be out of bounds, but able. Get it up past the 45.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action now. Palmer throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Palmer. That one complete to Ross Travis, the tight end. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
So often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Palmer will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Palmer now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure.
Anderson loses the football, and the Jags grab it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at.
After review the play, ruled on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Palmer. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Palmer. That's complete to Bolden. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Palmer. And Anderson's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. To throw again, it's Palmer. Oh, Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Let's go.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Pushes past him. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Here's Taylor again.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Palmer. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Partner, Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a three-point swing right there.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man, this is Lewis. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2nd and 2.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back now in Jacksonville. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lambo is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Now Palmer on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Out of the gun, Palmer. David Johnson here on the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Palmer.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Again, it's Palmer. Over the middle, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Palmer to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Able to power through. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Palmer. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Palmer to throw. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. A 10-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Right back to him on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Palmer. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Palmer. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Palmer looking to throw. And out of pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
74 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put